today what I was doing is playing around with a capture of a Dumble ODS. I downloaded this from johnnathancordy's Neuro profile. He's got a great YouTube channel where he does a lot of great content on all different kinds of modeling devices, including the quad Cortex. So if you haven't checked it out, you should. But he did some videos on this capture that I think a friend of his had done of a Dumble ODS, and I figured I'd check it out. I was liking it quite a bit, and I figured I'd share the preset I'm using for that and kind of walk through it. As you can see here, the main piece of it is this ODS Joe lead capture. I mean, this is a capture of the amp and the speaker, so it's all kind of self-contained. You can see I've got that running into a stereo tape delay and then a plate lush reverb. On the front end, I've got typical gate. For me, this is just kind of keeps down the 60 cycle hum from some of my single coil guitars, which is what I'm using today as a Strat. And then I've got in front of it that we'll go through is I've got a capture of a PRS Horsemeat pedal that I downloaded a while back and I really like. And then I've also got an exotic Z boost, which is the RC booster, I believe. And using that. So let's check it out. So the straight capture with delay and reverb sounds like this. So, I mean, really nice kind of with the Strat on the neck pickup, the bridge pickup. So you can see it has a good amount of grit, but not too much. So it's nice on its own, and then it works well kind of stacking pedals on top of it. So kind of the opening part of what I was playing at the beginning with this capture, and it's just this really nice blues tone. And then for me, the first step is I was kind of kick it in the front with this exotic Z booster, which again I think is the RC booster, and you get kind of a nice boost, a little more gain. You see, I don't have the gain turned up quite a bit. I've got everything flat pretty much because the amp sounds so good. So just that little more gain on the front end. It works really well together, and so this exotic boost is one that I like to use quite a bit in terms of the kind of the built-in models. But this one, it works especially well, I think, with this kind of Dumble amp. And then what I was doing was, for the higher gain stuff, I was kicking the front again, leaving the RC on, but then kicking on the front with this Horsemeat. So again, makes it really nice and thick. It's getting to that point where it's a lot of kind of Dumble stuff. I find on kind of the lower notes starts to get a little flubby. I would have much more gain than this, but it works pretty well, especially with the bridge pickup. You can see I've got the treble dialed back a little bit, and I boosted the bass a little bit just because the Dumble is a very kind of mid-hump kind of sound, and the Horsemeat pedal itself is kind of mid-humped, and so I wanted to even that out just a little bit. I mean, you can use kind of the non-bridge pickups, like this is the neck. Or even if you want to go like a 2-4 kind of sound, position 2 or 4. So again, I think kind of this model is a great kind of tone on its own, and it also takes these pedals really well. So if you're looking for that kind of Dumble bluesy kind of sound, for that kind of low to mid gain kind of stuff, I think it's something you should definitely check out. I'll put this preset up on my cloud profile. So if you grab it, it'll automatically grab the different captures that you need for it, and you can play around with it yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye.